Hi and welcome to Mio's video channel. My name is Naimi. In this video I will show you step by step how to create this beautiful macrame garland. All you need is Mio's braided cord. So let's get started. To create the first flag in your bunting, use 10 strings of the same color. Take the white string and stretch it out on the table in front of you. Tape the white string to the table. I'm using masking tape, but any tape will do. Take the 10 colored strings, one at a time, and attach them to the white string by tying each one using a lark's head knot. Fold your string in half so that the two ends meet and a loop is formed at the other end. Place the loop behind the white string. Take the two loose ends and thread them through the loop. Pull the ends down gently but firmly. Repeat the same knot for the remaining 9 strings, attaching each one to the white string using a lark's head knot. Make sure the knots are evenly spaced and sit neatly in a row. When you're satisfied, it's time to create a row of 5 square knots. Start with the 4 leftmost strings. Use these to tie your first square knot. Take the left outer string and cross it over the 2 center strings, forming a loop on the left. Take the right outer string, place it over the end of the left string, then under the center strings and pull it up through the loop on the left. Pull both outer strings to tighten. You now have a half knot. Now take the right outer string and cross it over the center strings, forming a loop on the right. Take the left outer string, place it over the end of the right string, then under the center strings, and pull it up through the loop on the right. Pull both outer strings again to tighten. Now repeat this to make your next square knot, using the next 4 strings to the right. Follow the same steps as before. The 2 outer strings do the knotting, and the 2 center strings stay in the middle. Make sure to tighten each knot evenly to keep your work looking neat and uniform. Now that you're done with your second square knot, you'll make your third square knot using the next 4 strings to the right. Follow the same steps as before. Continue with the next square knot using the next 4 strings to the right. Again, the 2 outer strings do the knotting and the 2 center strings stay in the middle. Now make your final square knot on this row using the 4 remaining strings. You're done with your first row. On the second row, you will make 4 square knots. This time, start by skipping the first 2 strings on the left. You'll also skip the last 2 strings on the right. Tie the next square knot in the same way as before, starting with the 4 strings to the left. Continue with the next set of 4 strings. Pick up the next set of 4 strings and continue making a new square knot. Make the last square knot on this row. Leave the last 2 strings on the right. You're done with your second row of square knots. On the third row, you will make 3 square knots. This time, skip the first 4 strings on the left and the last 4 strings on the right. Follow the same steps as before to make the square knots. You have finished the third row. On the fourth row, tie 2 square knots. Start by skipping the first 6 strings on the left and the last 6 strings on the right. Remember to tie each knot with the same tension to keep your work even. You're done with the fourth row. On the last row, tie only 1 square knot. It should be in the center. You're done with the square knots. The next step is to tie double half-hitch knots to create the edges of the flag in the bunting. Hold the left string diagonally to the right. This is called the working cord. Take the leftmost string, place it over the working cord. It creates a loop. Take the loose end and pull it through the loop and tighten. You've made a half-hitch knot. To make a double half-hitch knot, repeat the same procedure again. Take the loose end in front of the working cord, through the loop and tighten. Take the next string and make a double half hitch knot in exactly the same way. Remember to make 2 half hitch knots with each string. Continue making double half hitch knots with each string until you have worked through all the strings on the left side. When you're done, you can release the working cord. There should be 9 strings on the left side. Now it's time to create a diagonal row of double half hitch knots on the right side. Take the rightmost string and hold it diagonally to the left. This is your new working cord. Place the rightmost string on top of the working cord. Take the loose end, pull it through the loop, and tighten the knot. Repeat the step one more time to complete the double half hitch knot. Continue making double half hitch knots with all the remaining strings. The last double half hitch knot is made with the working cord from the left side. Tighten the last knot. Adjust until you're satisfied. You have finished your first flag. Now you will continue making all the flags for your bunting in exactly the same way. When you've finished all the flags, it's time to trim the strings. Start by removing the pieces of tape. When cutting the strings, use a sharp pair of scissors. Feel free to cut the strings to any length and shape you like. Be creative and make the bunting your own. Congratulations! You're finished with your bunting. Step back, admire your amazing work, and feel proud of the beautiful creation you made with your own hands. You're done! You've created your very own macrame garland. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow this channel for more tutorials. See you next time!